Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about VOLT Inu, VOLT. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please go down below, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And while you're down there, if you could tap the like button, that'd be great too. And if you are interested in trading these wild markets, I've got a link down below to MEXC Global. And if you sign up right now, you can get a bonus. All right, let's get started. So, VOLT Inu. We'd been following this for a while now, and we had this rise, and we had the fall. And in the last video, I talked about as we were falling to look out for the 618 level right here, which it looks like we hit, and we're on our way back up. And so it's pretty good. If you look at I'm on the 12-hour time frame because this is where I like to check to see some big swings to happen in the medium to short term. And right now, if you look on the RSI, we came down to the 40 level. Just like when we came and had this fall right here, we hit the 40, we came back up. We created the bearish divergence on the RSI and the price action here. And now we've come down and we've hit the 40 again, and we are on our way back up. Now, this is actually, in my opinion, one of the scary points of the VOLT Inu if you're looking for a long-term hold or even a quick trade to the upside, only because this could be a retracement and could get rejected off the retracement. So this is where I'm kind of iffy on where this is going to go. So we'll just kind of have to watch it in real time and see what happens. But also on the trend momentum, it kind of looks like we're going to curl up. Let's see. So it kind of looks like we're going to get a green dot down here possibly, and then curl to the upside and create another wave. Now, I don't know if this wave ends up being lower than this wave over here, then that's telling me that we're losing momentum. And so we need to pay attention to that. And also pay attention to a lower RSI, something that comes like this right here. So pay attention to those two things on the 12-hour. Now, we fell out of the rising wedge. We came back down, hit the 618. We're getting a nice bounce, but let's go ahead and delete this Fibonacci here, and let's see from top to bottom. So this is where we really need to pay attention, because not only we broke through the 50 EMA, so we fell below it. The bottom of the green cloud, here's the 50, the top is the 20. We broke below it, now we've broken above the 50, and we're just about to run into the 20. And that also lines up pretty nicely with the 382 here, so we need to be careful around there so this is how this could play out. We could see it come up, hit the 382, get rejected, maybe dance around here for a little bit, and then fall. So VOLT Inu could be, this rise could be over for a little while, or we can keep going. We're not sure yet, but this is the kind of the point where we really need to pay attention. And so we could do something like that, but with how bullish Volt has been lately, and the fact that on the 12-hour we still came down and didn't go lower than the 40 on the RSI, I'm kind of expecting us to at least to get to the 618 up here. And so this is kind of our point. We could get to the 786 still, but if there's a reversal, we could get to the 786, but pay attention to candles like this one right here, or this one right here. Something like those coming in around the 618, where you get a lot of sell pressure around those areas, possibly even all the way up to the 786. It could do that. All the way up to the 786, pay attention to candles that have high wicks on them, because that could be the sign of a reversal. And a good way to find out if it's going to reverse is pay attention to the trend directional. So on the 12-hour, you'll see that we could get a red dot, but it might be too late at that point because we might already be back down to here by the time that red dot plays out. So what you'll want to do if you're using this trend directional is when it gets up to also to the 382 and also to the 618, go down to a lower time frame like the 4-hour or something like that, and pay attention to something like these red dots right here. So as you can see, when we had this fall up here, we got a red dot very high up, and also the RSI was completely oversold, or I'm sorry, overbought. And so once we got the red dot on the 4-hour and we got the RSI way too high, That's kind of when we fell down. And on the 12-hour, it played out a little bit later. So we got the red dot. We got the red dot on the 4-hour inside the triangle. We got the red dot on the 12-hour when we had already fallen all the way down. Quite a bit, actually. So there was already a drop of 17.5% almost by the time we got the red dot here. So pay attention to, once we get into the 382, the 618 area, go down to the lower time frames and look at the trend directional and the RSI, just to make sure we're not getting anything that's going to, roll over on us. As you can see, we still have plenty of room to run on the RSI and on the trend directional as of right now. And also, it does look like on the 4-hour, now that we're here, it looks like we're kind of getting some resistance here at the 20 EMA. And it looks like it's a possibility that this might come back down to retest this Fibonacci line right here, and then possibly make a move to the upside to the 382. We'll see. But it does look like the RSI is hitting, it is hitting roughly the 50 level. And also it looks like it could kind of roll over here just to gain some more momentum. That's usually what happens when you're in an uptrend, unless you're in a very, very bullish uptrend. Because then what you'll do is you'll get your Fibonacci out from this low to, if this is a high, and it'll come back down and it'll hit like a 382 or 618 in a retracement, and then continue on to the upside, something like that. But that's pretty much, what we're looking at right now. We're just kind of waiting and seeing right now with the with VOLT Inu. Another thing you can look at is it kind of looks like we're in a channel here. So from the tops here down, well, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see if it's creating any kind of pattern. I thought maybe these would connect. I was just looking at them. But this pattern already played out. This falling wedge here, or rising wedge, excuse me. And so it kind of looks like we've got some resistance line right here. So actually, if we were to continue on to the upside, pay attention to not only this line that I've got drawn out here, but where it lines up with the pink line here. So the yellow and pink line, if we were to continue to the upside, pay attention to resistance right about there, where we might come back down and have another retracement like these ones right here. And normally when you are moving to the upside, you start running out of steam. So let me get rid of a couple things on here so we can kind of get an idea. So if we do continue to the upside, let's pay attention to a few things here. So from this bottom to this top, we got to the 618. Okay. So let's just say we got up to this area right here, and we'll go from this bottom to that top. I would expect us to, well, we can get another 618 possibly, or come all the way back down to the 786, because what happens is when you start moving up to the upside, and you'll start to see deeper retracements is what you'll see. So you start off with a low retracement, possibly at the 382, you go up, you get another retracement down to the 618, you go up again and you get another retracement, and that's around the 786. And that's kind of usually how it happens, but we'll just have to wait and see. Another thing that we are kind of forming here is I thought it was a channel. It is kind of a channel, but more along the lines of a rising, broadening wedge. So another thing we want to pay attention to is this top right here where the blue line is. We could double top, come up here, and then come back down and fall through this channel here. You want to pay attention to this channel as well, because if you get a gap up here where we cannot get enough steam to even reach up to the pink line up here to touch the resistance level, that's telling me that we're running out of steam. The bulls are running out of steam, and there's a good chance of a reversal. So it's kind of what I've got so far on VOLT Inu. Is we're doing okay. We've been following it just fine. We came back exactly where I thought we would, which is around that 618, and now we're trying to make an attempt to the upside. And as right now, as I speak, it's at, it just went up 1% on the rise. So kind of looks like we are going to get up and hit that 50 EMA here at least, probably in the next hour or so, possibly. Let's see, maybe in the next almost 4 hours. I'm on the 4-hour chart, so there's 3 hours and 44 minutes left. So there's a chance we get up and at least tap that 50, possibly get a wick down. We'll see. Or maybe we just roll over right now. But pay attention to those levels. So far, so good, I guess. But I also am a little concerned, especially with the price action, that we really need to see a higher high here in order to continue on. If we don't get that higher high, then that's telling me that there's a very good chance that we're just going to end up rolling over. But yeah, if you like what you saw in this video, please leave a like and share this video with your friends. Also, if you got any coins you'd like me to look at, leave those down in the comments. If you got any ideas about what you think is happening in the price action, leave that down in the comments as well. I'd love to look at it. And just remember, not a financial advisor, just a dude on this computer. Talk to you later.